Are you feeling your strength fade with each passing year? A quiet despair for many. Don't let time steal your vitality. There's an ancient secret to preserving what's yours, and the most crucial part is revealed at the very end. Stay with me, for your future self will thank you. Inner strength. We often speak of strength in terms of what the body can lift, how far it can travel, or how long it can endure. These are, of course, valid measures of physical capacity, reflections of the vessel that carries us through this life. Yet I invite you to consider a deeper wellspring from which true, lasting strength originates. It is not merely in the sinew and muscle, but in the quiet, unwavering core of our being, the spirit that animates the form. When this inner foundation is firm, the outer structure, our physical body, finds a more resilient and enduring support. Think of a great tree. Its visible might, its sprawling branches and sturdy trunk are all sustained by roots that run deep into the earth, unseen but profoundly essential. Our inner state, our mental fortitude, our emotional equilibrium, these are the unseen roots that nourish our physical vitality. The connection between mind and body is not a new concept. It is an ancient understanding woven into the fabric of many wisdom traditions. What the mind focuses on, the energy flows towards. If the mind is filled with thoughts of decline, of weakness, of fear about the aging process, then the body, in its profound sensitivity, may begin to mirror these states. Conversely, a mind cultivated in calmness, acceptance, and a gentle determination to nurture well-being can send very different signals to every cell, every fiber of our being. This is not to say we can simply wish away the natural processes of life, but we can profoundly influence how we experience them and how we maintain our vibrancy through them. The cultivation of inner strength, therefore, becomes a primary practice in preserving the physical. Consider the discipline required in any meaningful practice, whether it is meditation, gentle physical movements, or even the consistent preparation of nourishing food. This discipline is not a harsh taskmaster, but a loving guide that strengthens the will. And the will, this focused intention, is a powerful force that can direct our energies towards healing, towards building, towards preserving. When we approach the care of our bodies, especially as we gather more years, with this inner resolve, born of self-compassion and wisdom, the actions we take become imbued with greater potency. It's no longer just a mechanical act of eating or moving. It becomes a conscious participation in our own well-being. Many feel a sense of helplessness as they perceive their physical abilities changing. This feeling can be a heavy burden. But what if we were to shift our perspective? What if we understood that true strength is not the absence of change, but the ability to adapt, to nurture, to find new ways of being strong? This adaptability is a quality of the inner self. It is the bamboo that bends in the wind but does not break. When we cultivate this inner flexibility, this resilience, we find that our approach to physical health also becomes more adaptable, more creative, and ultimately more effective. The body is an incredible vessel, capable of remarkable regeneration and maintenance when given the right conditions. And those conditions begin within. So before we even speak of specific foods or routines, let us first acknowledge and honor this deep connection. Let us understand that the journey to preserving our physical vitality, including the very muscles that allow us to interact with the world, starts with a commitment to nurturing our inner landscape. A calm mind, a peaceful heart, and a steady spirit create the most fertile ground for physical health to flourish at any age. This is the foundation upon which all other practices for well-being are built. Without this inner alignment, even the best external efforts may fall short of their potential. True strength, the kind that endures, is an inside-out process. Body wisdom. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent, possessing an innate wisdom that constantly strives for balance and health. Throughout our lives, this wisdom communicates with us, sending signals about what it needs, what supports it, and what causes it distress. Learning to listen to these subtle messages is perhaps one of the most profound skills we can cultivate for lifelong well-being. In youth, we might often override these signals, pushing through fatigue or discomfort due to the demands of a fast-paced life or a feeling of invincibility. But as we accumulate years, the voice of the body often becomes clearer, or perhaps we become more willing to listen. This listening is not about succumbing to every ache or pain with fear, but about developing a respectful dialogue with our physical form. The natural processes of aging involve change. This is an undeniable truth of existence. There may be a gradual shift in energy levels, in the way our muscles and joints feel, in our digestive capacity. To fight this change with aggression or denial is like trying to stop the tide, an exhausting and ultimately futile endeavor. Instead, wisdom lies in understanding these changes and working with them, adapting our practices to support the body in its current phase of life. This is not about resignation, but about intelligent adaptation. It's about recognizing that the needs of the body at 60 or 70 are different from its needs at 20 or 30, and honoring those evolving requirements with kindness and appropriate action. Think of your body as a cherished temple, a sacred space that houses your consciousness. How would you care for such a place? You would keep it clean, you would repair it gently when needed, you would adorn it with things that bring harmony, and you would certainly ensure that the energy within it flows freely and purely. This reverence for the body, regardless of its age or its current capabilities, is a cornerstone of true health. When we view our bodies in this light, the choices we make regarding food, movement, and rest become acts of devotion rather than chores. This perspective transforms the mundane into the sacred, infusing our daily routines with meaning and purpose. Ancient traditions have long understood that the body is a microcosm of the universe governed by natural laws and rhythms. They observed the cycles of nature, the changing seasons, the waxing and waning of the moon, and saw reflections of these cycles within the human form. This understanding led to practices designed to keep the body in harmony with these natural rhythms. For instance, the type of food consumed might change with the seasons, or activity levels might be adjusted to align with the body's energetic cycles. As we age, attuning to these internal and external rhythms becomes even more crucial for maintaining balance and vitality. Ignoring them can lead to a depletion of our precious life force. So how do we tap into this body wisdom? It begins with stillness, with creating moments in our day where we can quiet the external noise and turn our attention inward. It could be through a few minutes of mindful breathing, a gentle stretching practice, or simply sitting in nature. In these moments of quiet observation, we can start to notice the subtle sensations, the feelings of ease or unease, the messages our body is sending. Does a certain food leave you feeling light and energized, or heavy and lethargic? Does a particular activity invigorate you, or does it drain you? This attentive, non-judgmental listening is the key. It's a skill that develops with practice, like tuning an instrument. The more we practice, the more clearly we hear the music of our own being, and the more wisely we can care for ourselves. Nightly nourishment. As evening descends and the body prepares for its vital period of rest and rejuvenation, the nourishment we offer it takes on a particular significance. This is not the time for heavy, complex meals that burden the digestive system, diverting energy that should be allocated to repair and restoration. Instead, the focus shifts towards gentle, easily assimilated foods that support the body's natural healing processes overnight. Think of it as providing the necessary building blocks for the quiet, internal work that occurs while we sleep. During these hours, cells are repaired, tissues are regenerated, and energy stores are replenished. Providing the right kind of fuel for these tasks is paramount, especially as we seek to preserve muscle integrity and overall vitality in our later years. The type of food consumed before bed should ideally be warming, both in a literal sense and in terms of its energetic properties, as understood in many traditional systems of medicine. Cold or raw foods can be challenging for the digestive system, especially in the evening when its activity naturally wanes. A warm, cooked meal or beverage, on the other hand, is generally more soothing and easier to process. This doesn't mean a large, hot feast. Rather, a small, thoughtfully prepared portion can be incredibly beneficial. The aim is to nourish without overwhelming, to support without straining. Consider, for example, a simple, well-cooked porridge or congee made from grains like millet or rice. These are often regarded as neutral and building, easy on the stomach, and providing a slow release of energy. Such a dish can be made more potent by the addition of specific ingredients known for their supportive qualities. A few goji berries, for instance, are often used for their reputed benefits to vision and vitality. A small number of crushed walnuts or almonds can add healthy fats and a bit of protein, contributing to the building process. The key is simplicity and digestibility. The food should feel like a gentle embrace, not a heavy load. Another principle to consider is the provision of easily accessible protein, but not in the form of a large piece of meat or heavy legumes late at night, which can be difficult to digest and may interfere with restful sleep. Instead, think of lighter protein sources that are easily broken down and utilized by the body. Perhaps a small portion of soft tofu in a light broth, or a warm drink made with a high-quality, easily digestible plant-based protein powder, if that aligns with your preferences. The goal is to provide the amino acids necessary for muscle repair and maintenance without overtaxing the system. Our muscles, even at rest, are in a constant state of turnover, and providing these building blocks at night can support this crucial process. It is also important to consider what to avoid. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, caffeine, and alcohol consumed close to bedtime can disrupt sleep patterns and interfere with the body's restorative work. These substances can create an internal environment of agitation or inflammation, hindering the very processes we are trying to support. The evening meal, or a light pre-bedtime snack, should be a conscious choice for calm and nourishment. It's an act of kindness to our future selves, ensuring that we wake up feeling more rested, more restored, and with our bodies better equipped to maintain their strength and vitality. This nightly ritual of gentle nourishment is a profound investment in our long-term health. Mindful eating. Beyond the specific types of food we consume, the manner in which we eat plays an equally vital role in our overall health, and particularly in how well our bodies assimilate nutrients. This is the practice of mindful eating, bringing full awareness and presence to the act of nourishing ourselves. In our fast-paced world, it's all too common to eat while distracted, in front of a screen, while working, or rushed between appointments. This fragmented attention can significantly impair digestion and reduce the benefits we derive from our food, no matter how wholesome it may be. When the mind is scattered, the body's intricate digestive processes may not function optimally. Mindful eating begins before the first bite. It starts with an appreciation for the food itself, acknowledging its source, the journey it has taken to reach our plate, and the life energy it contains. This sense of gratitude can shift our entire relationship with food, transforming it from mere fuel into a sacred offering to our bodies. Take a moment to observe the colors, textures, and aromas of your meal. This simple act engages the senses and prepares the digestive system, stimulating the production of enzymes necessary for efficient breakdown and absorption of nutrients. It is a way of signaling to the body that nourishment is forthcoming, allowing it to prepare itself fully. The act of chewing is profoundly important, yet often overlooked. Each mouthful should be chewed thoroughly, breaking down the food into smaller, more manageable particles. This not innates the digestive process in the mouth, where enzymes in saliva begin their work, but it also reduces the burden on the stomach and intestines. When we chew properly, we make it easier for our bodies to extract the maximum amount of nutrients from the food we consume. Furthermore, chewing slowly allows the brain time to register satiety signals, helping us to recognize when we have had enough, thus preventing overeating, which can be a particular concern for digestive comfort in the evening. Creating a calm and peaceful environment for meals is also a key aspect of mindful eating. If possible, step away from work, turn off the television, and put aside your phone. Allow mealtime to be a dedicated period of nourishment and presence. When we eat in a state of stress or anxiety, our body's fight or flight response can be activated, diverting blood flow away from the digestive organs and towards the muscles, in preparation for perceived danger. This significantly hampers digestion and nutrient absorption. Conversely, eating in a relaxed state promotes the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode, allowing for optimal digestive function. Finally, listen to your body's signals of hunger and fullness with gentle attention. Mindful eating is not about rigid rules or restrictions, but about fostering a deeper connection with your body's innate wisdom. Eat when you are genuinely hungry, and stop when you feel comfortably satisfied, not uncomfortably full. This intuitive approach, cultivated through mindful practice, helps to regulate intake naturally and ensures that we are providing our bodies with what they need when they need it, without undue strain. This practice, especially when applied to the evening meal or pre-bedtime nourishment, can profoundly impact how well your body rests, repairs, and maintains its strength throughout the night and into the following day. Life force. In many ancient traditions, the concept of a vital life force energy is central to understanding health and well-being. This energy, known by various names such as Qi in Chinese medicine or Prana in Ayurveda, is believed to flow throughout the body, animating every cell and organ and sustaining all physiological processes. The quality, quantity, and smooth flow of this life force are considered essential for physical vitality, mental clarity, and spiritual harmony. When this energy is abundant and circulating freely, we experience health and vigor. When it is depleted or obstructed, we may experience fatigue, illness, and a decline in our overall sense of aliveness, which can manifest physically as muscle weakness or a general lack of stamina. The food we eat is one of the primary sources from which we derive this life force energy. It's not just about calories, vitamins, or minerals in a purely biochemical sense, but also about the subtle energetic quality of the food itself. Fresh, whole, and minimally processed foods, grown in healthy soil and prepared with care, are considered to be rich in this vital energy. Conversely, highly processed, stale, or artificially manipulated foods are thought to be energetically poor, offering little true nourishment to our deeper being. Therefore, choosing foods that are vibrant and full of life is a direct way to replenish and enhance our own life force. The preservation of muscle mass and strength, especially as we age, is intimately connected to the abundance of this life force. Muscles are not just inert tissues. They are dynamic, living structures that require constant energy for maintenance, repair, and function. When our overall life force is strong, our bodies have the necessary resources to sustain healthy muscle tissue. If our life force is diminished, the body may begin to draw upon its own reserves, including muscle tissue, in an attempt to maintain essential functions, leading to a gradual decline in strength and vitality. Thus, nourishing our life force is a foundational strategy for preserving our physical capabilities. The way we prepare and consume our food also influences how effectively we can extract and assimilate its life force. As discussed, mindful eating, thorough chewing, and a calm digestive state all contribute to this process. Furthermore, certain cooking methods are believed to preserve or even enhance the energetic qualities of food. Gentle cooking, such as steaming or making soups and stews, is often preferred over harsh methods like deep frying or microwaving, which can be seen as damaging to the food's subtle energies. The intention and care put into food preparation are also considered important. Food cooked with love and positive intention is thought to carry a more beneficial energy. Beyond food, practices such as gentle movement, like Tai Chi or Qigong, mindful breathing exercises, and adequate rest are also crucial for cultivating and conserving our life force. These practices help to ensure the smooth flow of energy throughout the body, prevent blockages, and allow the body to recharge. When we combine mindful nourishment with these other life-enhancing practices, we create a powerful synergy that supports not only our muscles, but our entire being. The nightly nourishment we spoke of earlier, when chosen and consumed with an awareness of its contribution to our life force, becomes a potent ritual for regeneration, helping to ensure that the body's energy reserves are replenished overnight, supporting strength, vitality, and a profound sense of well-being that radiates from within. Simple ritual, The most profound changes often arise not from grand, complicated schemes, but from small, consistent actions woven into the fabric of our daily lives. This is especially true when it comes to nurturing our health and well-being as we journey through the years. The idea of establishing a simple nightly ritual around nourishment can be far more sustainable and effective than attempting to adhere to a complex or restrictive regimen. The power lies in its simplicity and its regularity, transforming a beneficial practice into a cherished habit that supports us almost effortlessly over time. A ritual, by its nature, brings a sense of mindfulness and intention to an activity, elevating it beyond mere routine. Consider the evening. As the day's activities wind down, our bodies and minds naturally seek a transition towards rest. Introducing a simple ritual during this period can help to signal this transition, promoting relaxation and preparing the system for deep, restorative sleep. This ritual doesn't need to be elaborate. It could be as straightforward as preparing and mindfully consuming that small, warm, nourishing dish we discussed earlier, perhaps the gentle porridge or the light, savory broth. The key is to make it something you can realistically and joyfully incorporate into your evening, not another task to feel burdened by. The consistency of this ritual is paramount. Like water dripping on a stone, small, regular efforts accumulate to create significant impact. By performing this simple act of nourishment each evening or most evenings, you are consistently providing your body with the building blocks it needs for overnight repair and muscle maintenance. This regularity helps to create a stable internal environment, supporting the body's natural rhythms. Over weeks and months, this consistent, gentle support can make a noticeable difference in how you feel, in your energy levels, and in your ability to maintain your physical strength and resilience. To make the ritual more engaging and meaningful, consider the atmosphere in which you partake in your nightly nourishment. Dim the lights, perhaps play some soft, calming music, or simply enjoy the quiet. Turn off distracting devices. This helps to create a peaceful sanctuary, allowing you to fully focus on the act of eating and the sensations in your body. This mindful engagement enhances the benefits of the food itself, as your body is in a more receptive state for digestion and assimilation. The ritual becomes a moment of self-care, a quiet acknowledgement of your commitment to your own well-being. Remember, the aim is not perfection, but consistent, gentle effort. There may be evenings when your routine is disrupted, and that is perfectly acceptable. The goal is to establish a general pattern, a supportive habit that becomes a natural part of your life. This simple ritual of nightly nourishment, performed with mindfulness and intention, is more than just a physical act. It is an affirmation of your value, a commitment to honoring your body, and a gentle way to support its enduring strength and vitality. It's a small investment of time and attention that can yield profound returns in how you experience each new day, feeling more rested, more restored, and more connected to your own inner wellspring of health. Lasting vigor. The pursuit of lasting vigor is not about chasing an elusive fountain of youth, nor is it about denying the natural progression of life. Instead, it is about cultivating a state of sustained vitality, resilience, and capability that allows us to engage fully and joyfully with life, regardless of our chronological age. It's about maintaining not just the physical strength to navigate our days, but also the mental clarity and emotional balance that contribute to a profound sense of well-being. The simple act of providing specific, gentle nourishment before bed is a cornerstone in this holistic approach, supporting the body's innate capacity for repair and renewal, which is fundamental to maintaining that vigor. When we consistently support our bodies, especially during the crucial overnight period of restoration, we are investing in our future selves. Preserving muscle tissue is not merely about aesthetics or physical prowess. It is intrinsically linked to our overall metabolic health, our mobility, our independence, and our ability to recover from illness or injury. Stronger muscles support a healthier metabolism, help maintain bone density, and contribute to better balance, reducing the risk of falls, which can be so detrimental in later years. This nightly nourishment, therefore, is a proactive step towards safeguarding these essential aspects of a vibrant life. Imagine waking each morning feeling not depleted, but gently restored, with a quiet energy that sustains you through the day. This is one of the subtle yet powerful outcomes of consistently caring for your body in this way. The benefits are cumulative. It's not about a dramatic overnight transformation, but a gradual, steady enhancement of your baseline vitality. This lasting vigor allows for continued engagement in activities you love, whether it's spending time with family, pursuing hobbies, engaging in gentle exercise, or contributing to your community. It is the freedom that comes from having a body that can support your spirit's desires. The most powerful insight, perhaps, is understanding that this physical ritual of careful nightly nourishment is deeply intertwined with our mental and spiritual state. When we take these conscious steps to care for our physical form, it sends a message of self-respect and self-love that resonates through our entire being. This act of nurturing fosters a sense of inner peace and empowerment. It reinforces the understanding that we are active participants in our well-being, not passive victims of time. True, lasting vigor arises from this harmonious interplay of a nurtured body, a calm mind, and a resilient spirit. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are doing what you can with wisdom and consistency to live well. This path is not about a quick fix, but a gentle, sustained practice. The simple, mindful consumption of easily digestible, building nourishment before sleep is one such practice, a quiet ally in your journey towards enduring health. It's a testament to the profound truth that small, wise choices, consistently applied, can lead to a life of greater strength, deeper peace, and a vitality that truly lasts, allowing you to not just add years to your life, but more importantly, life to your years. The journey to preserving vitality is so much about these gentle, consistent acts of self-care. It's not about grand gestures, but the quiet wisdom of nourishing body and spirit daily. What small ritual do you find most supportive for your own well-being?